And it's not a glasses thing. Like literally, one eye sits higher.
Hey, everybody.
Fun fact. This is also my lazy eye.
That's your lazy eye?
Yeah.
Okay. Tip a finger. Are you sure that's eye is your lazy eye?
Hey, Dark Thing. Hey, Philip. Hey, John Cena Rules. How's it going? Hey, Doxus.
We may need to have your eyes checked for that.
Hey, Jeremy Sandock. Levi sent you a couple messages on Instagram, FYI.
Oh, okay. You can do this without my help? Oh.
Yeah.
Do it without it. Can do it.
You were so rare today.
Because we were supposed to hang out and you were gone.
Okay. All right, everyone. I'm getting yelled at by kiddos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bow out. Hey, everyone. Bye, everyone. Love y'all. Go give him help. Peace.
Later. All right. So everybody, I was going live. Levi decided to hop on, but he's getting kidnapped. We're going to be. Hey, Levi, I'm gonna help you enjoy the fish. Joe Bunny, how you doing? Hey, Kathy Votary, how's it going? So we've got a cameo that's due in about 2 hours that needs to get done. This is the one that is Daniel Graham. We can talk about it. This one's similar. This is the idea behind this one is Power Rangers were fighting the Transformers, not knowing they were both kind of good guys, and then an enemy to both of them shows up, and they have to fight that enemy. And so the enemy we decided made the most sense was Magneto. Now we're talking like full power, controls the electromagnetic spectrum Magneto from the comics. So I was just gonna kind of improvise this one. And get it done. Have fun with it. Hey, Lavender. So I'm gonna take a couple runs at it, choose the one that I think is best, and then get that edited, and we'll just do that live, and then I'll submit it to the cameo requester, and then we'll get that scheduled to drop on social media for tomorrow, since we have another video that just dropped half an hour ago, I believe. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Yeah, so the idea here is that we're begging Magneto, because this is full power Magneto. John's begging Magneto not to kill the Power Rangers or the Transformers, because the fans will never forgive us. Hey Moses, how's it going? So I was just making myself some notes real quick, and I can actually share my notes with you. My day's going good. Sorry, it's been a sleepy day today. I've been having a hard time staying awake. But basically, going to start with John begging Magneto not to take them out, because the fans will never forgive us. So, let me get this set up on my camera for recording. 1 second here. All right, we have 45%. We're good. Just got to connect my camera to my phone so I can see what I'm doing on it, and make sure I can get the recording really easily. Teams with ability. So Doxus, the Power Rangers don't have mutant abilities. They have powers from the morphing grid. Magneto wouldn't find any benefit to that, I don't think. All Might in his prime? Yeah. That could be fun. All Might versus whoever. Doxus, I mean, he wouldn't know, but this is comics Magneto we're talking about. If he did recruit the Power Rangers and they joined, and then he found out they were mutants, Magneto would probably end them. Hey, Patrick, how's it going? Here's the thing, Steven. Is it doesn't need to be ferrous metal for Magneto because he controls the entire electromagnetic spectrum. If it's not ferrous metal in those, he can grab the metal in your blood. He is bad news. Steven, what's made of plastic and ceramics? Steven, you said something's made of plastics and ceramics. What's made of plastics and ceramics? Well, now I gotta check. Are the Transformers made of metal? It's called living metal. It's got a biological cellular-like structure, genetic code, and healing capabilities. Transformium in the live-action movie universe, it's a programmable metal. So yes, Steven, it is metal. Snopa, yes, I did see your email just come through. I will take a look at it when we're off the live. I don't know why I didn't get the first one. I'll have to go back and look and make sure I didn't delete it or something on accident. Okay, I'm going to mute the computer. I know, Transformium's kind of goofy, but... Patrick, so in the second X-Men movie, he didn't pull the blood out of the guards. He had one of his men infiltrated. I think it was what's her name? The shape-changing girl whose name I suddenly can't remember her name. She snuck into the prison and injected one of the guards with metal so that when he came in to give Magneto his meal in the all-plastic prison, he was able to pull that metal out of the guy's body, Mystique, and turn it into like the bullets that killed everybody and then the flat plate he used to float across the open space. So that wasn't the iron from the guy's blood. That was metal that had been injected into him by Mystique. So, all right, I'm getting distracted by the chat. Thank you, Moses. I appreciate that. So the basic plot line of this is going to be John's talking to Magneto, begging him not to just crush everyone. I think Quicksilver broke him out in Days of Future Past with young Professor X and Wolverine, if memory serves. Now I'm waiting for the chat to confirm that. Pretty sure that's the case. Yep. Okay, good. I knew I was right. I'm always right. Better yet, have Nappa take him out on the no. Nappa's not taking anybody on a date right now. It would be fun if Bulk and Skull finally got their opportunity to become Power Rangers. Oh, could Rimmer use Beelzebub Yeah, I mean, so he can pull like Rimuru can pull like curses and poisons and stuff out of people, but there were also situations where people were injured and he could not use Beelzebub to pull stuff out of people also. I'm pretty sure it was movie 2, Debbie. All right, I've got 2 hours left to make this video. I need to record this, so. That's a good question, Joshua Stahl. Joshua, he's on Facebook. I need to share the chat with everybody. I'm not showing that to y'all. He comments, what if the Transformers went to the Gundam universe? That's a great question. I don't know. Magneto, stop. Magneto, I need to be on the phone. I need to be on the phone for this. Magneto, stop. Do not crush them. No. They are not threatening Asteroid M. Okay. No, okay. They're called the Power Rangers and the Transformers. Yeah, different giant robots have different origins. I don't know how they spilled over into your universe. Okay, but they were fighting each other because they didn't recognize that some of them are allies. So there's okay. The Power Rangers are people inside of robots called Zords. Okay, those are the ones that are all combined into one big one. But all the other smaller ones, those are Transformers. They're living biological metal. There's good ones and there's bad ones. The bad ones you'd probably get along with. There's a guy named Megatron. You guys might actually get along, but I don't like how that's going. How do you catch a unique animal? Unique up on it. How do you catch a tame animal the tame way? Unique up on it. Okay. I'm going to have Nappa in this video, I think. Okay. Thanks, Jared. I appreciate that. Universal shift. What universal shift? Universal shift? Universal shift? What universal shift? No, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. Turn this off right now. Because they're having a fight. It somehow spills over into Marvel 616. Okay, my original plan was originally how I'm going to do it. The Transformers were actually no family. I was saying universal shift, like they shifted over into the universe. I'm going to skip that part though. I didn't know Transformers was originally a Marvel property. Magneto, stop! No, do not crush them. Eric, please. Okay, just listen for a second. All right? Those are guys called the Power Rangers and the Transformers. No, the Transformers are giant living robots. The Power Rangers are people inside of a robot. The 5 robots that combined into the one that you saw, that's called Megazord. There's pilots in there. No, they're not mutants, but they're not trying to hurt mutants either. None of them are posing a threat to Asteroid M. They're all good guys, okay? The Power Rangers, they're good guys. They're heroes. I know. Shit. Fuck that up. Hey, Ame, how's it going? Ouch. Magneto, stop. Do not crush them. Eric, please just listen to me for a second, okay? That no one poses a threat to Asteroid M. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there by accident, okay? That it's two factions having a battle. Once they figure out that they all have the same goal, they're all good guys, they're going to stop fighting, and there's not going to be any threat to Asteroid M, to you, or any mutants. Okay, there's the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers are in. Remember you told me about the 5 robots that combined into one, kind of like Voltron. Yeah, that's called Megazord. All right, they're good guys. They're not going after Asteroid M. They're fighting the Transformers, which is all the other robots. Those are living steel, like living metal. All right. They don't realize they're all good guys. They're going to figure it out in a second. Nappa and Levi are trying to talk to them. But in the meantime, I need you not to crush all of them with your powers. Because our fans would never forgive us if you killed the Power Rangers and destroyed all the Transformers. There's already trauma around some of that. So just let them finish fighting. If they actually hit or attack Asteroid M, go ahead and defend yourself. But I promise you they're not going to. Just stand down, please. Thank you. It's going to be a short little video. It's kind of goofy. It's more of just begging Magneto not to destroy them. I would have loved to have spent more time making this a longer, more involved video, but we got busy and I'm running out of time on the cameo. It is due literally in 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I needed to get this recorded. We need to get it, edited and everything and then sent out. And then we'll be good with it. Maybe it's an idea we return to at a later date. No, stop. It's 1.5 minutes long, so it's a good length. This is all improvised. I don't have a script, so hopefully y'all don't hate it. If you do, I'm sorry. Magneto versus Toph, a blind metal bender who uses the earth. He would think she's a mutant. You're right. All right, that's downloaded. Let me knock that out, and then I'll go back to live view here, and I'll go dink and dink. And then this needs to get charged. So I'll put this here and charge this up. For those of you who are newer-ish to the channel, probably the first year and a half that we were doing villain support, everything was improvised. We did not use any scripts. No scripts at all. And so being able to go back and do videos like that, for me is really enjoyable. Because it's an opportunity to kind of get back to my roots and not have to worry about, am I performing this stuff in the script right? I can just get into it. I can imagine what Magneto's saying in the moment instead of having to have it scripted out. It just gives me more freedom to react. And I really enjoy that. Let me put this onto Dropbox so that I can get it onto my computer and do some quick editing. And then we'll get it sent out. Timothy Frazier, I saw that comment. It could be fun to have Bulk and Skull become Power Rangers. I don't know how easy that format would be in our call center format where you don't see the villains or the heroes or the callers in general, unless we've got someone who's acting who can do it. but it could be fun. I don't know the show Armored Core well enough to know how well they would play with Gundams and Power Rangers and stuff. But I remember I did play the game. Like we're talking decades ago, the first game, Armored Core. I thought it was fun. All right, let me get in here and grab Dropbox. What is that? That can go away. Okay, that's uploaded. I'm going to grab this and we're going to download. We could use a morphing sound effect. You're right. Get this downloaded. Let's get CapCut up on the screen. And we're going to share screen. Bink, 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 bink. Create project. Come on, load. There we go. All right. And then downloads and grab that. All right. Levi Mark and Hose. I drank Hose Water as a kid. Not knowing any better. If I could go back and talk to myself, I would encourage myself not to drink hose water. Oh, stop. Why is that not playing any audio? Maybe I had myself muted. Hold on. Oh, stop. Oh, stop. Do not crush them. Eric, please just listen to me for a second. Okay? Did I miss the word Magneto there? Oh, stop. Do not crush them. Eric, please just listen to me for a second. Okay? No one poses a threat to Asteroid M. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there by accident. Okay? It's two factions having a battle. Once they figure out that they're... Oh, stop. Do not crush them. All right, so first things first. Let me ask y'all a question. As far as captions go, do you all find the captions helpful? Are they distracting? Do you care? Take them, leave them? What do you think? Because just with the size of this title, it's going to make captions really difficult, at least at the start. Just kind of curious on your thoughts about that. Eric, oh, stop. Do not crush them. Eric, please just listen. All right, well, then we're going to go ahead and do that. But listen to me for a second, okay? No one poses a threat to Asteroid M. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there by accident, okay? It's two factions having a battle. Once they figure out that they all have the same. Lexi, if you could control, that's a fair comment. If you could control where the captions were, where would you want them on the screen? So every platform, I think, also has automatic captions that we can turn on, but it takes like an extra 15, 20 minutes per platform in some cases to set those up, which can get really difficult and frustrating to do. Ow! Sorry, I got some back pain. Yeah, YouTube's auto caption is crap. TikTok's auto caption is crap. So we have to take the time to put real captions in. So we can upload captions to YouTube. Only on. Can we do it on video? I don't know if we can do that on shorts. Also, definitely on videos. You can do that, and that we've done. This is a threat to Asteroid M. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there by accident. That's where we're going to go to. That's going to pop in right there. So the captions are going to be initially just below the title here. And then yeah, putting captions above my head, I don't like that because then I have to look at the top of the screen versus being able to look in the middle of the screen where everything's going on. Go ahead and defend yourself, but I promise you they're not going to. Just stand down, please. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to hit captions on this guy. The other benefit. Wait, Steven, did you just put that in, or did you put that in for him? Or for me? Or for us? Steven, did you request that on Popo's cameo? You should send a message to him. I mean, okay, if he does it, you should send a message to him and tell him that I will lip sync it as Nappa. Actually, that would probably go best to the video of Nappa losing the fight to Goku. Hit me, baby, one more time. Yeah. He should record it as "Hit me, Goku, one more time." Is the way he should sing it. Hit me, Goku, one more time. And Popo will do it better than I will. Favorite Disney movie of all time is probably Aladdin. Some captions, go Bink and then Bink. Actually, we could do this. And put that right there. Would that work for the title? Having it up there like that? Up here? And then I can just put the captions where they belong right there the whole time. What do y'all think about that? I look drunk as hell in this in that first frame. No, stop. Do not crush them. Please just listen. Is Magneto's name, is it Eric Lenshare or is it Eric with a K? Eric with a K. All right. Text, and then the font that I use here is Fabulous. It's a nice, easy to read font. Eric, please just listen to me for a second, okay? That no one posts. There's a planet that's a Green Lantern. Yeah, Steven, that's going to cost you more than a cameo request. I am not going to be in a Sailor Moon outfit for a cameo for the cost of a cameo request. Cameo requests are please make money, not dance monkey money. Oh, Steven, you're a monster. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there. Got there. They're there by accident. Okay. They okay. That it's two factions having a battle. Once they figure out that they all have the same goal, they're all factions having a battle. They figure out that they all have the same goal. They're all good guys. They're going to stop. All good guys. They're going to stop fighting, and there's not. Mutants. Okay, there's the Power Rangers. Mutants. Okay, there's the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers are in. Oh, well, I missed a bunch of comments. Sorry, everybody. I didn't know that World of Warcraft had a monument for Robin Williams inside of it. I had no idea. That's really awesome, though. The 5 robots that combined into one. That's called Megazord. Kind of like Voltron. Yeah, that's called Megazord. All right? They're good guys. They're not. All right? They're good guys. They're not going after Asteroid M. All right? They don't realize. I had no clue he played World of Warcraft. That's awesome. They're all good guys. They're going to figure it out in a second. Napa. Those are living steel, like living metal. All right? They don't realize they're all good guys. They're going to. They're going to figure it out in a second. Napa. Sorry, I'm not able to talk while I'm focused on editing. I apologize. Aaron Sovereigns, thank you. Appreciate it. Welcome to the live. Sorry, I'm not talking so much. I'm focused on editing captions. Sir Liv, I'm sure they could. I promise you they're not going to. Just stand down, please. Actually hit or attack Asteroid M, go ahead and defend yourself. But I promise you they're not. All right, now let's get the captions all lined up where they're supposed to be. No, stop. Do not crush them. Eric, please just listen to me for a second, okay? No one poses a threat to Asteroid M. None of them are from your universe. I don't know how they get. your universe. I don't know how they got there. They're there by accident. Okay? That it's two factions having a battle. Once they figure out the spirit is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised. Once they figure out that they all have the same goal, they're all have the same goal. They're all good guys. They're going to stop fighting, and there's not going to be any threat to Asteroid M, to you, or any mutants. Okay, there's the Power Rangers. The Power Rangers are in. Remember you told me about the. You told me. You told me about the 5 robots that combined into one, kind of like Voltron. Yeah, that's called Megazord. All right, they're good guys. They're not going after Asteroid M. They're fighting the Transformers, which is all the other robots. Those are living steel, living metal. All right, they don't realize they're all good guys. They're gonna figure it out in a second. Nappa and Levi. And Levi are trying to talk to them. But in the meantime, I need you not to crush all of them with your powers. With your powers. Because our fans would never forgive us if you killed the Power Rangers. Would never forgive us if you killed the Power Rangers and destroyed all the Transformers. There's already trauma around some of them. There's already trauma around some of that. So just let them finish fighting. If they actually hit or attack Asteroid M, go ahead and defend yourself. But I promise you they're not going to. Just stand. They're not going to. They're not going to. Just stand down, please. Thank you. All right, we're going to export this. And Magneto versus Power Ranger versus Transformers. Is it exactly what the cameo request was? No. Is it close? Yes. Batman's now canonically a trillionaire? Rocket Otter, I worked on this one a couple days ago and couldn't really find a great solution. So this ended up being it. I'm glad you like it. All right, I'm gonna export.
No,
that.
stop. Do
Cancel. Okay, I'm gonna unshare now. That's gonna come over to you on Cameo here shortly, and then I'm gonna get it scheduled for tomorrow. Steven, if you send me a Sailor Moon dress, I will make a video of me burning it. Don't waste your money. Will I actually burn it? Probably not, but I really don't want a Sailor Moon dress. Oh. Irving, we've got your video that we're going to get done, and we've got another one, which is Levi, that doesn't matter. The other one is the Doomslayer versus Mundus, who I think that's his name, who's like the devil in the Devil May Cry universe. And it's a combo of him calling into John to complain that the Doomslayer is wrecking hell, and also Dante calling into Levi to complain that someone's doing his job. Mm. One second, I gotta mute myself here. Sorry, I had to give feedback to someone on something they sent me. Timothy Frazier. It would be fun to see the Bulk of the Skull thing, but it's not something we're probably going to do. But you've sent a lot of messages about that already. I've seen them, but there's not really anything that we can do about that right at the moment. One thing we're really focusing on outside of cameos is we're focusing on doing videos based on current trending topics, because that's what helps us make the money to keep doing this. All right. So that's been uploaded. Let me get back in here and grab that off Dropbox so I can send it on Cameo. Ryan Willingham, thank you. Appreciate that. This is going to get downloaded. Sorry, I'm focusing on getting all this stuff set up and getting the video on Cameo sent over to Rocket Otter. And then I will get it scheduled, and then I'll chat with you all for a little bit more, and then I'm going to have to hop off. But people said it's fun to watch the videos getting made, so we like to give you all that opportunity when we can. Okay, is that downloaded? Cameo. Here we go. Record, upload. Is that uploaded? There we go. Perfect. All right. Timothy, the thing about that is, even if you submitted it as a cameo, it's such a complicated storyline. It would be extremely difficult for us to do because A, it's a complicated storyline. B, people know who Bulk and Skull are, but a big part of our content relies on you being able to see what's going on in your mind's eye because we don't show it to you on screen. So it relies on people understanding what's going on quickly, recognizing what's going on, following it. And so it's really, really, really hard to do when it's just us talking about it and it's not a clear concept. We've done some videos that are really fun ideas, but it's really convoluted or really complicated. And it takes us a good 15, 30, 45 seconds just to explain what's going on. And by that point, we've lost so many viewers because people who don't know what we do lose the plot and just swipe away. So quick, easy, understandable. Irving, yours was Skeletor calls in to complain that the Mario brothers are in his castle. That's your cameo request. Which is topical right now because the He-Man movie is out. Speaking of, who has seen He-Man? I've seen very, very, very different reviews on it. Some people say it's good. Others say it's terrible. Others say it's fun, except for Jared Leto, which I think would be my opinion. What's everyone else think? Yeah, I mean, you tried their He-Man burgers and those suck. I know. Colleen, I was muted because I was doing voice to text on my phone. Timothy, the cartoons the animations are significantly more expensive. I totally get it. We're gonna do a Kickstarter soon for animation funds. I felt weird having to GoFundMe up for animation funds. I'd rather people donate for animation. I'd rather they get something back for it rather than just say, here's money into this fund. People can already donate to us multiple other ways. We don't need another way for people to donate to us. But if there's a Kickstarter that's focused on a specific animation, that makes it easier for people to donate toward a thing and they get something back for it versus just being like, here's money and I don't know where it's going. I saw the preview. Lexi, your message here is taking up the entire chat view. I saw the first preview and it reminded me of the previews that I initially seen, the way that I felt about the previews for Batman v Superman, which I still haven't seen because it looked horrible. And that was my first initial reaction was this movie looks awful. And there has not been a lot of reviews from people whose opinions I trust to change my thought on that. Maybe I'm wrong. All right, so okay, Rocket Otter, that is sent. That is sent. I'm gonna go ahead and get this scheduled out for tomorrow to drop on the channels. I need to pop off because I got some stuff I got to take care of here at home. Irving, I may check it out if I have free time one day. But it's not high on my list of priorities, to be honest. But I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Levi might be live tonight. We will be live. I will be live tomorrow for sure. I think Levi will be too. With me, get some more filming and ideas done. Wednesday during the day, Thursday during the day, and Friday during the day, I should be available. But evenings this week are busy. So catch y'all later. Have a fantastic, wonderful day, and have an Acme day. And we'll see you next time. Bye.